Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children, animals, whatever it is that you want to call it, but it is Wednesday night, hump night. Your man Jelani JB Bodie is back in the building, me and Lopan, and we are ready to go tonight. Action-packed show. We're going to be all over the place. It's me, it's you, it's Lopan, it's us. This is how we do it. Let's go.
Blood up on the wall, can you see it? As the people fall from an AK-47, spraying down the hall. Oh, this screaming, this act is so inhuman. This must be living in a nightmare. Oh, yeah. If you can see what I see, yeah, we're living in a nightmare. Oh, yeah. If you can see what I see, yeah, we're living in a nightmare. Oh, yeah. If you can see what I see, yeah, we're living in a nightmare. Oh, yeah. If you can see what I see, yeah, we're living in a nightmare. My things, won't that so man, won't that so man, your dreams, my things, won't that so man. Why would you wanna be right when what's wrong is what's right? In my darkness is light, I have you shining so bright. I give you power and hoes, flashy cars in the clothes, couple pounds of this strong. If you want it, let's go, let's get this money, money. I see you looking at the money, money. You bowing down to this money, money. You're doing something strange for this piece of change. We're living in a nightmare. Oh, yeah. If you can see what I see, yeah, we're living in a nightmare. Oh, yeah. If you can see what I see, yeah, we're living in a nightmare. Oh, yeah. If you can see what I see, yeah, we're living in a nightmare. Oh, yeah. If you can see what I see, yeah, we're living. All I see is bloodthirsty politicians, ultimate vampires, ultimate vampires, ultimate vampires, zombies and ghouls who are ruled by desire. In a world that's burning up with hellfire. Back to scene one, where the damage was done. You need to look in this mirror. Who are you running from? What have you done? Da-dun, 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 da. What have you done? Da-dun, 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 da. Can't wipe the blood off your hands. Smear it off if you can. Can't escape from the truth. Be within lies of proof. The evidence is off the meter. Oh, you're as guilty as your leader. We're living in a nightmare. Oh, yeah. If you can see what I see, yeah, we're living in a nightmare. Oh, yeah. If you can see what I see, yeah, we're living in a nightmare. Oh, yeah. If you can see what I see, yeah, we're living in a nightmare. Oh, yeah. If you can see what I see, yeah, we're living in a nightmare. We are living in a nightmare.
It's the Wait a Minute Show. This is a podcast.
It's the Wait a Minute Show.
Hold up. Wait a minute, show. J.E. Bodie, that's my bro. Wait a minute, show. My man Pan is on the low. Wait a minute, show. J.E. Bodie, that's my bro. Wait a minute, show. My man Pan is on the low. Coming straight out of Flake, Michigan. J.B. Bodie is him again. 2 times Wednesday, Saturday. Show make you wanna sing Donny Hathaway. Facebook Live, Spreaker.com. It's the Wait a Minute Show, fan. Man, we drop bombs as we proceed. Just tune in, no need to take a feed. Hanging with the Stews. JB, that's my dude. And I don't mean to be rude, but these other shows lame like eating prunes. Facebook got you tweaking. Speakers, eardrums bleeding. JB got what you need. My man Lopez saying yes indeed. Go to thewaitaminteshow.com to follow all episodes.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is that time. Once again, your man Jelani JB Bodie is in the house tonight. Hump night, Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we are here to talk about some sports. We are here to talk about some trending topics. We are here because we're here. And you're here. And you know who else is here? Lopan is here. Indeed. As always. So once again, it is the Wait a Minute Show, broadcasting to you live from the ATL, Atlanta, Georgia, and coming to you on the 2 Live Stews radio network. We got a lot to talk about. Got a lot that is on this plate. And it's actually a piece of paper, but you get what I'm saying. It's a lot on the plate, a lot for us to discuss, a lot of stuff I want to get off my chest. Maybe some things you want to get off your chest as well. So if you do, make sure you get into the Wait a Minute Show chat room. Very easy. If you're listening to the show right now and you don't have a profile, you can get yourself a profile. It's very easy. It's free. And you can get in here and join in. I keep an eye on the chat. So if you want to say something to me, I may say something back, as long as it's not disrespectful. If you got a question, if you got a comment, if you got an opinion, if you don't agree with something I say, then get into the chat room. But if not, make sure you're just listening, because we're going to have a lot of fun tonight. All over the board, like I said at the beginning. We're going to be in college basketball, college football, NFL, NBA, and at the end of tonight's show, we're going to do just a question. Just a question, because this popped in my head. Oh, let's see, today's Wednesday. So this popped in my head probably Monday, maybe Sunday. It was Sunday. And I just said, you know what? I got a question. And I think it needs to be asked, because someone has to explain this, damn it, of what's going on in my head. So we'll get to that at the end of tonight's show. And if you got the answer to it, as always, you can just email me at thewaitaminteshow@gmail.com. Very easy to do. So we still got people joining in the chat room. So keep on joining in there, man, and showing some love. But since we're talking about showing some love, over the weekend, nothing really to talk about. I didn't do anything. I did Saturday's show. Sunday, I relaxed. Monday, got back to the grind. Tuesday, same thing. And now we're here Wednesday. So nothing really, really big, that went down over the weekend. But something that did happen, I want to say today. It might have been yesterday, but I'm pretty sure it happened today. So we're going to start this thing off very positive. And then I think One of my listeners out there, Mocha Bella, who is listening right now, she is going to love this because Mocha Bella represents the MIA, and that is Miami. For those people that don't know, maybe in another country, and you're like, what is he talking about? MIA, Miami, Florida. So I wanted to start this off very, very, very positive and on a good note. And what more can, what way can you do it by, talking about Dwayne Wade? And then first off, he never should have left Miami. I'm glad him and Pat Riley made up. And I'm glad he came back to Miami just for, this one particular reason. It was others, but definitely for this. Dwayne Wade, Heat extraordinary Heat franchise. I mean, he is Miami. To me, I think he took over Dan Marino's title for, biggest athlete in Miami. So he paid a surprise visit to the school of Stoneman Douglas High School. And if you don't know, about this, again, this is broadcast to the world, so they may not know about this. But unfortunately, they had the tragedy of an individual that decided to wanted to take matters into his own hand and came into the school and basically took the lives of 17 young men and women. And I say young men and women because it was teachers too. Faculty members, I should say, but they're young. Nobody was 100 years old. So young men and women who still had a lot of life in them. And this whole tragic thing, I can't even imagine, how these kids are able to go back to an actual building that you have to finish up the rest of the year, and you're walking through those halls, and those are the same hallways that you were walking, and this person was coming down that hallway, or you saw something that you definitely didn't want to see, and Dwayne Wade showed up, and he basically these kids went wild. There's a video out there, so if you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. But he went to the school to talk to the students, and I'm sure this made their day. I'm sure this brought them a little joy. I'm sure, this took their mind off a little bit, what's going on, and you got to give him credit, for doing something like that. I'm sure it's a no-brainer, for him to do something like that. But it's things like this, that I want to point out, and I like to point out because we talk so much about all the other stuff that athletes do. Oh, they got a side chick. Oh, they cheating on this person. Oh, they got this person pregnant. Oh, they got in a fight. Oh, it goes on and on and on and on, and there are a lot of good things that professional athletes do. So, just as much as that stuff is publicized, we need to make sure, and I'm trying to do my part, and that's why I'm doing it tonight. We need to publicize the good things that people do, For those who don't know, obviously one of the kids that lost their life, their parents, Dwayne Wade was one of the kid's favorite players, and they buried the kid, had his funeral, and he wore one of Dwayne Wade's jerseys in the casket. So, that struck a nerve with, Dwayne, and he ended up writing the kid's name, on his tennis shoes when he came back to Miami and everything. So I just want to give a shout out to D Wade, classy guy, I don't even know if Dwayne has ever been in the news for something, bad. So, and that's another thing, keeping it classy. So it's late, but this is a special occasion. So kids, get in here, give it up for D Wade, showing some love to the kids, showing love, and not just the kids. There are adults, and faculty members, that also have to walk those, hallways, and it's just like they have to deal with that situation. They have to try and explain, to those children, and they have to try and make those children and their parents feel safe to come back. Like I said, I can't even imagine. I don't even know if I would really want to go back, to a situation like that, so good, good thing for D Wade. Gave him, a moment to breathe, feel good, have, something good happen versus talking about all the bad stuff that happened. So I wanted to talk about that before we got into tonight's topics, because that is something that we always need to do. We always need to focus on the positive,